Chelsea fans, I was wrong about Joao Felix. Joao Felix at AC Milan, things are not going well. Furthermore, we're going to talk about Estêvão Willian performance in South America, man, because this kid is killing it. And we're going to talk about all the latest Chelsea news. Everything is going to be going around the club. So guys, if it's your first time on the channel, smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me. So let's get into it, man. So we're going to talk about Joao Felix, starting with him, man. What has been going on with this guy at AC Milan? Because we thought him going to AC Milan, we put in the 40 million release clause. At the end of the season they can buy him. It seems like they don't want to buy him. Fabrizio Romano have dropped a bomb by, and he said Joao Felix is going to be returning to Chelsea at the end of the summer, man. This is the thing I told you guys, man. This guy is not that good, man. He's just a calm player, man. He does not do that well in the big clubs, man. Joao Felix goes to different clubs, and every time he says, I'm looking for a new home. The same thing he said when he went to Milan, I'm looking for a new home. Hopefully I can start a new home here. This guy was just at our club for 6 months. He forced a move out. He forced a move out to go to AC Milan, and now he's going to be returning to Chelsea at the end of the season. Joao Felix does not believe that he's a bench player. Minimum for me, Joao Felix is a bench player at maximum, because he cannot start. He went to AC Milan and now he's getting bench. He's coming on. The last game he came on the 37th minute, and this guy had a stinker. I want to tell you something. The Italian media said he is as handsome as he's as worse. He's useless as he's useless. Joao Felix, they perfectly said it, man. Listen, you cannot tell me Joao Felix is not a good player. His ability to play the ball, but he does not produce numbers. What is wrong with this guy? What is wrong? Because Joao Felix cannot play ahead of Palmer. He cannot play ahead of Chris Van Kunku for me in that number 10 role. And he wants to play as a number 10. If he plays on the left, he's not that guy. He went to AC Milan, and now they're going to send him back, because if AC Milan does not make the Champions League, they cannot sign him, because in the Champions League, they're not been in the league, they're not been doing really good, because they're sitting about 10th in the league. AC Milan, they're, I think, the biggest club in Italy, or Juve, we can say like that. But for me, coming here next season, Joao Felix needs to know that he's a bench player. For me, I've always been saying it. Joao Felix is a bench player at maximum. And one thing that I was trying to express even before when we bought him, I was saying, like, this guy, he's not going to offer us anything. We need a striker. We only brought in Joao Felix because we wanted to get the pure profit for Conor Gallagher. That's the only point why this guy came. I was not really angry when he came, because I thought he can help. He can play as a second striker maybe sometime. But Enzo Maresca have not even trusted him in that role as well. And even starting some games, he started some games. And even the games he started, he didn't even do well in the league. Even in the Conference League, he was not even that good. And no one can lie to me and tell me Joao Felix was tearing down the league, he was tearing down the Conference League, and now we need death. This guy forced a move out in the winter. He forced a move out in the winter to go to AC Milan, and now he wants to come back. For me, I don't want him back here, man. We need to go in January, sell him like in summer, find a way to sell him and get rid of him, so we can bring in a striker or another player can replace him. Because for me, we cannot be shooting this player, we cannot be forcing this player in the position, because we have Tyreek George who can play in that spot. Tyreek George can get a great job, better job than Joao Felix in the left hand side. And for me, I don't want to be forcing these players anymore. So guys, let me know in the comment down below, what are your thoughts on Joao Felix? And now let's talk about Estêvão Willian. Yesterday I made a video about, I said that Estêvão Willian is a good player. He's been doing fantastic for his age. But one thing I want to say, we cannot hype up with this player, because you guys know the English media, how he treats these young players, how he's gonna ruin him, how he's gonna put him into the ground, man. And I cannot see that one happening to him. And he's a really fantastic young player, and if he's doing this in Brazil, it's his level right now. Coming in the Premier League, I don't want to see him starting games. I want to be him coming from the bench, just introduce him slowly to the league. The Premier League is very physical, especially for a young man like him. He's still young and he needs to develop, man. So guys, that's all I was trying to mean, man. Some people are saying, oh, why are you hyping him up too much already? He just said this and this. And I said, he's a young player. He needs help. He needs to grow. You cannot just come and throw him into games. You cannot start saying oh, we have to rely on him. He has to come here and save us. No. That's the reason why we signed this Pedro Neto. That's why for me, I was saying this, man. Pedro Neto, Nani Madueke, these guys, they need to step up. Because if they don't step up, they will be quick to leave the club. Very, very, very quick. They're going to leave and no one is going to look back. And Chelsea yesterday signed another young player, Evangelista. He's from Brazil. He's a 17-year-old from Cruzeiro. I talked about him too, guys. I'll put a link in down below so you guys can go and check that video too. I talked about him. He's a good player, and it seems like I don't really have a problem with these young players we're signing, but the problem that I have with this is my problem. If we are signing these young players, but we're now giving them minutes, we're now giving them the better platform so they can express themselves, so they can be better, so they can develop better. That's what we need to work on. That's what we need to focus on. But when you come here and keep saying, oh, let's buy more players, let's buy this, buying young players is not a bad thing. Barcelona have a squad of young players, but they have Lewandowski, Rafinha, who's experienced. That's what I said, man. We need at least 4 or 5 experience, and then we can buy as many young players as we want. That's the thing I've been asking for the ownership, man. And if we do that, I will be happy, man. I will be very happy, man. And now again, Chelsea are going in backing for Gabriel Mec, the kid from I just forgot the team, and he's a really good 16-year-old. We're going back for him. He's a midfielder. He's